Welcome to Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swatt with the Sacramento Report. In the next few minutes, we're going to talk about homelessness and affordable housing at the state capitol. My guest is David Chiu, a member of the State Assembly from San Francisco and the chair of the Housing Committee. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me back on.
So you've been on the program before. We've talked about the issue where we have a backlog or a shortage of 1.5 million affordable housing units. The last housing bond has been, all the money is gone basically. And so you have a situation in your district and others, but where you have teachers and you have firefighters and police officers who work in the city, but they have to move into the Central Valley to afford a house. And plus you've got the homelessness issue also. So this is a problem that's just getting worse by the day, isn't it?
It really is. When people think about homelessness, oftentimes it's of the chronically homeless person on the street who may have a mental illness or may have a drug or alcohol addiction. But we're seeing more frequently folks who are homeless or on the verge of becoming homeless, members of our middle class. In my city of San Francisco, it is so expensive with the highest rents and home prices in the country that many of our public servants, our teachers, our firefighters, our police officers, our social workers, in the last few years, they were forced to move a half an hour away, then an hour away. Now we have folks who are commuting 2-3 hours a day just to be able to work in San Francisco, and they can't afford to live in our city. And we're seeing so many new types of folks who are really struggling. So I have a bill, for example, that would help students who are in our community college systems who, if they don't get a paycheck from working at Starbucks, would be forced to live out of their car, take showers at their friend's place, who are literally one paycheck away from becoming homeless themselves.
I know you also have a bill which is very fascinating where you would repurpose some Medi-Cal money for affordable housing.
Absolutely. Right? The idea is your typically chronically homeless person on the street spends thousands of dollars every year related to healthcare costs. So whether they're cycling in and out of emergency rooms or inpatient hospital settings, it's costing the state and society a lot of money. And we know that if we put a roof over someone's head, that will allow them to stay healthy rather than being on the streets, exposed to the elements, disconnected from community, from healthcare providers, from social workers who can help them. We believe that by focusing on housing first over the heads of someone who's chronically homeless, that we will save thousands of dollars in the long run every year for every homeless person currently on the streets.
So I know that Democrats in your House are pushing for well over $1 billion in new funding for this issue. The governor has just released his revised budget and will be the subject of negotiation in the weeks ahead. Is he getting any closer to a meeting of the minds here?
Well, I'll say a few things about Governor Brown. One thing I think we all appreciate is his fiscal prudence. He's very much focused on making sure that our state finances are in good shape, that we're saving money for future rainy days that we know will come. But as of now, he is still, I think, waiting to be engaged on how we spend and invest. And from my perspective, I think it's important for us to be fiscally prudent, but we also need to invest where we have cut massively in years past. We've lost close to $2 billion a year that we used to invest in affordable housing. When we decided to eliminate so-called redevelopment agencies and bond monies dried up, we lost all this money that we used to spend building affordable housing, dealing with all of our communities who need homes. And I think we need to start investing back in those areas.
All right. David Chiu of San Francisco, thanks very much for coming by. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks to our viewers for watching Local Edition on Time Warner Cable. I'm Steve Swatt. Have a great day.